behind the scenes. I love doing these just really short live streams to kind of tell you what I'm working on, because people always ask, what are you working on now? What are you producing now? Because I've produced so much content through the years. A couple things that I'm doing, and I was reminded this morning because I have our little electrician coming. One of the things that I have recently done was to replace lights in my office, and it's wonderful. It's amazing what more light does for you in your work environment. So that was an encouragement for some of you who need to do little things like that. We don't get around to them very often. I'm working on this behind the scenes historical course, and this is a great historical course on the backdrop of Nicholas and Alexandra of imperialistic Russia. I've written a musical called Zarina the Musical, and I had some illustrations done for this historical course because I felt like it was very important for those performing the musical to understand what the backstory is and to understand what really went on, because it's fictionalized in many areas. And sometimes we ignore some of that actual history. And I know there's people that try to rewrite history, but it's there. It's there for us to learn from. So I have gathered a lot of the historical facts and added some hand-drawn illustrations. I've hired those out. So that will be coming up. I'll start recording that probably in another couple weeks after some other projects that I'm finishing and some traveling. Also, I've got articles coming out, and I'll produce these, got something in my throat here, produce these also as podcasts and videos on getting out of the roundabout. I have 9 articles. I'll be releasing the first one in July, and that'll be a part of the podcast as well. And it's there's 3 stages of the roundabout in getting out of a roundabout to become a roundabout hero on the way to our hero mountain. And it's position, perspective, and purpose. And this first article, of course, will deal with position. And I have 3 articles on position. So those are, I'm formatting those right now, and actually recorded the first video, the first one, and I will be doing some editing on that. And so that'll be all put out. And I also recorded a new intro and outro of my podcast, and I'll start releasing that in July as well, which will be here before we know it. So those are some of the things behind the scenes that I have going on, and I do little bits, and then it all ends up coming together and adds what I call light on the subject. So make sure that you connect with me, that you connect with my social media, but also sign up for my newsletter, goalsforyourlife.com/newsletter. And Learn Music Again is open now. The Facebook group is open. And I did a little live stream last week. I have another free course that I offered on that. I will appear there from time to time. It's not my main emphasis, but I have a lot of music, a lot of courses, and so take advantage of that if you've wanted to get back into your music. Thanks for joining me today, and I will look forward to being with you next time. Again, make sure you connect with me. Listen to the podcast, Women at Halftime, womenathalftime.com, and with my newsletter, and Deborah Johnson speaker. Thanks again, and I'll look forward to being with you next time. Bye-bye for now.